Hey trail lovers, I'm JB Benna with Journeyfilm here on the set of our forthcoming show called TraiLive, which will be a weekly live news program bringing you info about trail running, ultra running, and all things dirt and awesomeness that we love. This week we're bringing you the Lake Sonoma 50 miler. This is just a preview segment, not the full show, but we worked with iRunfar. We had a cameraman down at the race, and we would love to hear your feedback and comments and ideas as we continue to grow this, and enjoy the show.
I woke up this morning, I felt pretty good, so I was happy about that. It's always good if you can get to the start line feeling strong and healthy. Okay, we got what, 15 minutes?
Yep.
Well, I almost missed the start. I rolled in and got my number, and then it was like 2 minutes to go, so I didn't have much time to think, which is cool.
30 seconds.
All right, let's do it, guys.
They blew the whistle and we just started running. Wasn't too nervous, I tried not to be.
Our race started out and bunched together with Stephanie Howell and Jody Adams-Moore pretty early, so we ran together.
Throughout the whole race, I kind of stayed level with just how I was feeling the whole time. Made sure I was running within myself. I wasn't trying to push it too hard.
I've always liked racing in rain and sloppy conditions, so that was kind of nice, plus just the cooler weather.
Zach Miller shot out front about 10 miles into the race, and he was gone. He was two or 3 minutes ahead of us.
I just ran basically off a feel and was just enjoying the trail and not being on a treadmill.
I mean, these guys are tough, and it's more competitive this year.
It was a difficult day. Maybe I shouldn't call it a tough day. It was a really exciting, challenging day. I think it's a good way to put it.
The first part of the race was nice. Jody and Emily and I ran together for like the first, I don't know, 14 miles. We kind of took turns leading. After that, Emily got away and I never saw her again.
I was just kind of charging up the hills and kind of bombing the downhills because they're pretty wide and easy to run there. So I was just kind of letting it fly. Doing that little loop that we do out at the turnaround. I started feeling good. I didn't see anybody, so I knew I had like a decent lead.
I mean, I think we were 3 minutes behind the lead at that point, but I was still feeling pretty decent. We had a good pack going, so I just wanted to keep the momentum rolling. But even at that point in the race, you're already starting to feel some fatigue. You're starting to work through some kinks and some pain, and you're just trying to focus on not having any disasters.
I was struggling out there, so Sage would pull away, and somehow I managed to reel him back in. It was back and forth.
Thanks, guys. Good job. Kind of trying to feed off the other runners coming up. They were cheering for me, and I was trying to like cheer for them.
I kind of found a rhythm and just went with what felt good to me, still trying to stay within reason effort-wise, and then just tried to maintain that. So a little rough patch after the turnaround at 25. It was like 25 to 30. Started to tank a little bit, and I was like, oh, it's going to be a long way to go.
I was really trying to just run within myself today. I haven't raced much this year. This is kind of my first race back. And so I didn't want to do anything crazy. I wanted to finish feeling good. So I was smiling because I was having fun.
It's kind of a chase pack I was running with, about half a dozen guys through the halfway point, and then some guys fell off of that. And then the last hour and a half, I just started noticing the sun in the open spots.
I was pretty spent at the finish. I didn't feel like I had a lot left. But today, with the 10,000 feet of climbing and everything, I was ready to be done. I was pretty spent.
Somehow I found a rhythm, and I really had a great last 4.5 miles and put in a pretty strong move, catch Sage and passed him, and just gave it everything I could. It was so close to the finish line. I think it was only a half mile from the finish line when I passed him.
The last mile was brutal. I was, with 4 miles to go, I looked back and Rob Krarr was 2 minutes behind me. Never underestimate a runner like Rob.
Wow. Nice move at the end. It flew by me.
So all three under the previous course record. Zach Miller's time, 6 hours, 11 minutes, 10 seconds.
I wanted to have a good time. I really do enjoy running, so I wanted to have a fun day. But I was thinking about the win.
For me, coming in, running strong today and finishing feeling strong was definitely a big goal for me, and also ideally coming away with the win. Who doesn't want to come away with the win? So I met those goals, and as a bonus got that course record, which is always awesome to have too.
Course record for the women, Emily Harrison.
Last 4 miles I picked it up a little bit, and that was kind of tough. The last mile is hard. It's like uphill, and it's technical, and it's hot. But I made it, and I finished smiling, so that's good. I felt good all day.
I'm happy with it. I think I definitely ran my own race, and where I don't train on these type of hills and relentless hills, it did well.